Chapter 10 Escape. Ah, shit. That's all Rooster could think of as he gets dragged into a room. They get locked up and are just sitting there. Bison talks to a frog who's not taking his imprisonment really well. Rooster is tired and looks around the room and sees a honey badger, who's getting more and more angry at the second. Rooster, for some reason, decides to check on him, and that's when he sees that the badger is writing on the wall aggressively. Rooster asks what he's doing, and the mustache actually responds, "Give me some alcohol and I'll break us all out of here." Rooster smirks, but then gives him some. The badger drinks half of the flask before starting to dig aggressively against the wall. He starts yelling and his teeth chatter. This commotion catches the attention of the other animals. He watches in awe as the small mammal is making a huge hole through the stone walls. In fact, they all get motivated and start taking down the walls as well. Some kangaroos hear the commotion and hop over, but then suddenly get run over as the whole group of soldiers trample them as they escape. When the running is stopped, the whole group of kangaroos have been stomped to death. No survivors. Looks like something of a Travis Tarsier performance. Anyways, the soldiers escape and search around the building. They find their weapons surprisingly quick, and they rush out of the building. This mission is now or never. Chapter 11, Crusade. You actually thought they were going to rush into battle with no armor? Yeah, okay. Anyways, the group runs out and fight their way through some soldiers before booking back to camp. At camp, their armor is all there and they gear up. At the same time, some reinforcements come in to join in the raid. But before they raid the base, they toast. Brothers and sisters, we all have came here to bring the freedom to our continent. If we don't, what's the point of becoming soldiers? Tonight, we liberate Australia and avenge the death of the South American rulers. Yell out Queen Lioness. Everyone cheers and they set off. Everyone is here. Every king and queen from each continent with their soldiers has joined in. This was going to be the battle of a lifetime. Beginning of the raid. Everyone is here. The base of Australia is right in front of them. King Bear yells out in an intimidating manner, "King or Queen of Australia, surrender now or you'll be spared. We come here because we don't agree with your tyranny and how unfair you treat your citizens." Unbeknownst to him, Australia has no king or queen. It's the police force that runs the whole continent. They wait a few minutes before a wombat pops his head out and flips them off. King Bear is enraged and roars, but then stops when he sees projectiles. Rocks, arrows, and boomerangs are being chucked at them. King Bear orders for a shield wall and they brace for impact. Rapid thugs clang on their shields. Everyone is holding their shields for dear life. Some shields slip up and some creatures get hit in the balls. They feel it, but still hold on. Death is worse than getting hit in the balls by a rock. 5 minutes later, the clang stops. They must be reloading, they thought.
So, you got your first Kimiko crate?
Yeah. Sorry for that. Anyways. Then 5 minutes late. So they let down their shields, but that was a big mistake. That's when the Australians let loose and they get shot at. Multiple creatures get injured, and some actually die. Bear orders for a shield wall again, and they follow suit. They wait, and they wait. Some soldiers are getting sore and tired, but still hold on. Then the soldier Heron peeks through the small crack and sees that the Australian animals are gone. He nudges King Bear, and the mammals look. The bear orders the charge and they finally go. All the anticipation leads up to this moment. They barge through the gates and find a whole group of dingoes looking at them. With those weird weapons pointed directly at them. They fire and some soldiers drop. King Bear gets hit but doesn't go down that easily. He orders for a charge and they begin. The canines with the weird ranged weapons are easily killed and they get to the next wave of opponents. It's a kangaroo. They charge and it's a bloodbath. Both soldiers from both sides die left and right. General Rooster is kicking and slashing the kangaroos, while General Bison is smashing kangaroos. King Bear uses his sword and impales 3 kangaroos, basically making a kebab. Then we see the honey badger from earlier, armed with 2 hatchets. He's ripping through creatures like crazy. He's literally hacking and slashing the enemy team. He's hungry for blood. He's a literal Jack the Fisher, twisting left and right to get every enemy. He's a one-man army until the honey badger drops dead. He looks up and sees the 3 dingoes before he dies. They smirk at him before pulling out a rapier and jabbing it into his neck. They run off into the shadows and are through. Some soldiers follow the canines, but ultimately they're gone. King Tiger orders them to fight onward, and they do. After a while, they finally kill the kangaroos, and they move on to the last wave, the police. Now, they aren't a huge problem, but we can't ignore the fact that this is the secret police, armed assassins with rapiers and flintlocks. They fight with the grace of a swan and the ferocity of a badger. The soldiers charge anyway, and they get decimated. The soldiers are running low on numbers, but they keep pushing. The police are too much. Heck, even the dingoes are joining the police's side as well. It's a massacre. General Bison wallows most of them and gets overwhelmed and collapses. General Rooster kills one of the dingoes. Just to follow on suit, the rest of the army kills them off. Finally, after many hours, Australia has been liberated. Chapter 12. Peace. The wombat peeks his head out. He grabs 2 flintlocks and comes out. He fires it and hits King Bear and Tiger. This ambush catches the soldiers by surprise. Wombat yells profanities at the soldiers and Bomb rushes in with a mallet and a knife, stabbing and whacking everyone. They eventually subdue him and he gets swiftly executed. The soldiers yell in victory. Many lost their lives, but in the end, they freed Australia and avenged South America. Freedom is here. 10 hours later, they take down posters and statues that were of the old government. Everyone in Australia celebrates. They put up a new flag. Liberty and free rights has spread. Onward. Chapter 13. Onward. King Bear and Tiger have died. The new king of North America is King Moose. Yet the new king of Asia is King Monkey. Ever since the Crusade, Australia is starving for economic boost. No secret police or anything. Their new king is an emu. King Bear and Tiger have been buried in their respective continents. The new ruler of South America is Queen Harpy Eagle. General Bison has also died as well. A memorial for the fallen soldiers of the whole crusade is built. It's shown as a stone tablet with all the names of the fallen written on it, and a stone sculpture of all of the rulers of the continent standing in a circle. Meanwhile, in Antarctica, a mission is going underway to liberate the penguins, and so far, it's been successful. Queen Lioness has a broken arm, but she's recovering, and for General Rooster, well, he's engaged with a hen, and they have a family now. That's the end. Corruption? This was an epic story. Hope you enjoyed.